to maybe also to give people at home some comfort or hope, because there's just so many things going on, so many conflicts. I know a lot of people that are really stressed out because of everything that's going on in the world right now. Perhaps some positive words from your end to close the conversation with.
I actually have no positive words. I think things are only going to get worse. I don't think most people understand how much trouble we're in.
You're hearing this?
As I tried to make clear, I think the Russians will win in Ukraine.
They will.
I think this will have negative consequences for Europe. It'll do significant damage to NATO.
Yep.
I think that nationalism is a growing force around the world. I think the liberal regimes that dominated during the unipolar moment in Europe are in trouble. I think if you look at the American domestic political situation, especially with regard to what's happening with Donald Trump and how he thinks about democracy, I think it's quite clear that the United States is in trouble. With regard to the Middle East, I think the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is only going to get worse. The idea that the Israelis are in the process of fixing this problem, I don't think is true. There's no solution to Gaza at the moment.
That's right. There is no solution to Gaza.
The Israelis are in real trouble with regard to Hamas and with regard to Hezbollah and with regard to what's happening on the West Bank. You and I have talked here today about the Israeli-Iranian conflict. It's hard to see that one settling down. If anything, it's likely to remain a major problem moving forward. The Americans, of course, are joined at the hip with the Israelis, and the Israelis are in a position where they can drag us into all sorts of conflict.
That's right.
And the Europeans, because they basically do whatever the Israelis want, are not in a position to put pressure on Israel to act more responsibly. The United States is not in a position to put pressure on Israel to act more responsibly. So the Middle East looks like a mess. Europe looks like a mess. And I think in many ways, the most dangerous situation, certainly from an American point of view, is East Asia and the possibility of a war between the United States and China. You raised the